This week, the president of Uganda, Yoweri Museveni, assented the Anti-Homosexuality Act 2023. Do you know what the law is about? In this week's Spotlight, we take you into detail of what the law entails and how it has affected the Ugandans and the entire world at large. I am your host, Maricela Kimbio.
In 2014, Uganda's parliament passed the Anti-Homosexuality Act, but it was later revoked by the Constitutional Court due to lack of legislative quorum to vote on the bill. On 21st of April this year, President Museveni returned the bill to Parliament, which was later on passed with minor amendments before he signed it into law on the 26th of May. The bill poses harsh punishment to those who will go against it. For example, anyone convicted of aggravated homosexuality will face the death penalty. This implies that anyone accused of homosexual rape, homosexual intercourse with children, the disabled, or the mentally ill, and those who will be convicted of homosexuality more than twice will be faced with the death penalty. The law also convicts children below 18 years who engage in homosexuality for a jail term of up to 3 years. Any media house that publishes and promotes homosexuality material will pay a 1 billion shilling fine and get their license revoked. Those who will be found practicing homosexuality, promoting homosexuality together with those recruiting children will face 20 years in prison. The law prohibits owners of premises who will be promoting the act. Those found perpetrating this offense will face a 10-year jail sentence. The act also assures protection and compensation to the victims of homosexuality. Uganda is the only country in East Africa to pass this law, attracting numerous reactions from other countries. Kenya has also displayed an interest in following Uganda's footsteps. Kenyan lawmakers are expected to discuss on the proposed Family Protection Draft Bill that will prohibit homosexuality, same-sex marriages, and all unnatural sexual activities. Various activists from Uganda and across the world have come to air their views about the bill. Reacting to the assenting of the anti-homosexuality law, leader of sexual minorities in Uganda, Frank Mugisha, said that the bill will erode the inherent rights of LGBTQ individuals and put innocent Ugandans at crosshair of grave violations from state and non-state actors. Parents in South Africa have also raised their concern as they plead with the Ugandan government to create a safe environment for their children to live in. US President Joe, in a statement, termed the law to be a violation of human rights. The US has threatened to impose sanctions and restrictions of entry to the US to anyone involved in the abuse of human rights. The US has since revoked a visa issued to the Ugandan Parliament Speaker Anita Among. With the US against the ACT, some Ugandans wonder whether the country will still benefit from donor programs. Concerns have also been raised towards people living with HIV, as stigmatization is likely to get worse in Uganda. Members of the LGBTQ in Uganda are now living in constant fear of threats after the executive director of Colored Voices was attacked and beaten close to death. At the moment, activists and lawyers have moved to court to challenge the passing of the law, calling it gross violation of human rights and freedom.
Even with Uganda facing a backlash from the West, some of the African countries have praised the action being taken by the Ugandan president. Should Kenya follow the footsteps of Uganda or allow the Freedom of Homosexuality Act in the country? This is Maricela Kimbio, Gilitix Media.